Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, family. This is a Counselor 3 Court Action. I am Rejan Damarki Leve of the Washington Americanos Empirical Nation. I hope everybody's doing okay on this wonderful, what is today? It's Wednesday. That's what day it is. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday. I'm doing pretty well. I can't complain. I just came from court. The top portion of my outfit is the only thing I'm not wearing, but this is what I wore to court, including my fez. Always wear my fez in court, you know. Got to. You gotta represent your nation. You gotta represent your gang. You gotta represent your tribe at all points in times. The same way these motherfuckers represent the United States with their motherfucking badges, with their motherfucking bar licenses. You gotta represent your tribal nation. On God, on game. Period. All day, every day. So with that being stated, you already know who I am. These are just formalities. So today, family, I want to talk with you guys about the particular court proceeding that I just had. Last year, I was riding public transit, and I'm riding in my hometown, and I'm noticing that there's all types of fraud going on. They were trying to extort me for an extra 25 cents. Now, I know what some of y'all gonna say. Boy, if you don't just pay that 25 cents. It is about the principle. Hashtag emphasis on principle. 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 Money. Ching ching. It's the principle. And I'll be damned if I let anybody extort me on my own motherfucking land. Is that motherfucking understood, and overstood? So, with that being stated, this broke, dusty, miserable motherfucker who calls himself a public transit operator for the buses decided that he was going to wait before a particular bridge to try to continue to extort and harass me for an extra 25 cents that I actually lawfully, that's the key word here, lawfully, did not have to pay him. And because of that situation, he ended up calling the policy enforcers, the police. And if anyone doesn't know, police and policy are interchangeable. Their roots start in the Italian word policia. That's right, police is an Italian word for policia. Police, policy enforcers, policy agents, code enforcement. And let me state, I don't operate under codes, rules, regulations, or policies. I operate in law. Length, angle, and width. I am 5 foot 8 inches of the motherfucking law. L, the lawgivers. So with that being stated, he called the police. The police wrote up these fraudulent motherfucking charges that they were trying to use the courts to enforce to escheat my Federal Reserve account, my motherfucking estate account. So, I'm already up on game. I made a special appearance on June 1st, and there was a Pilgrim district attorney. This Pilgrim district attorney kept trying to do everything, and he got frustrated with trying to gain statutory jurisdiction over my persons and my individual status. I would not give that to him. I would not consent to his statutory jurisdiction. Just because the state of created this all caps name does not mean that I have to act as that all capital name. I do not have to act as surety for this all capital name that the state created. I didn't create it. My mother and father did not create it. The state, the corporate state, created the all caps name. So They already know how I'm coming. Before I left out of there on June 1st, 2022, 1443 Muslim calendar year, I made sure to embarrass his dumb ass before I walked out that courtroom. Not gonna tell you how. That's not important. Just know I motherfucking bodied that ass. So we know how the legal system works. I show up today, 50 days later, and it's a totally different district attorney, someone that I've seen at a different court venue, who's seen me operating in law. And he thought that because I made it easy for this other court, I was gonna make it easy for this court. Nah, bitch, I'm full of motherfucking surprises. So with that being stated, I stepped into his office, which is not his permanent office. It's an office of the court. So it was our office. I stepped into our office to consult my business affairs with him and to let him know that I was ready for trial and that I have to do this. No, you don't have to do shit, because first off, they shouldn't have motherfucking had you come in to stand in for the state of Louisiana when it was a pilgrim that I was dealing with. But that pilgrim knew motherfucking better. He said, I'm not about to get caught up in this. Change me. Somebody else can stand in for me. So the guy that was the district attorney for today's date just so happens to be a melanated man. Someone my complexion. Someone who does share the same bloodline and pedigree as me, but is conducting business under the United States corporate umbrella. So now he's making excuses. I'm not prepared. We have to call witnesses and victims. Bitch, you ain't got no witnesses or victims. Yeah, I let you motherfuckers try to play me for a motherfucking fool because I wanted to see how far y'all was gonna go before I had to spank that motherfucking ass. And best believe I spanked that ass today. So he tells me I'm gonna request a continuance. No, you're not gonna request anything because it's been a full 300 and almost 65 days shy. 330 days. Next month we'll make it a full 365 days that this motherfucking ordeal has been going on, and you bitches tried to hit me with unlawful warrants that you had no authority to issue. Which put me into a whole nother situation that I had to manage myself out of. Just me, myself, and motherfucking I. I don't use public defenders. They're idiots. Their motherfucking defense is for the state. They are not there completely and 100% for you. So with that being in mind, I present myself in proprio personam at all lawful and legal proceedings. Now, the judicial officer who's presiding over the docket, Judicial Officer Raylan Beevers, she is a friend of the Washita. She does her job correctly, and she makes sure that she keeps herself out of the fraud. You feel me? So I appreciate European women who are intelligent enough to know how to operate, because a lot of these motherfuckers got handlers inside these jobs. They got somebody who's motherfucking peeking and ear hustling to make sure that motherfuckers stay in line. You feel me? Christina Aguilera, Demi Lovato. I wasn't made to fall in motherfucking line, bitch. I create the line. All motherfucking day. What Nicki Minaj say? I'm the leader, bitches. Follow, follow, follow. So nevertheless, I had to go in there and motherfucking represent. And I told them, you're not, he doesn't get a continuance because y'all shouldn't have motherfucking switched him onto my case in the first place, knowing how the fuck I operate. But see, these are the fucking fraudulent tricks that these motherfuckers play when they know that they're dealing with someone who's competent and 100% in control of their reality. So today I had to let them know who my family was and let them know I'm not the fucking one to be tried. And I let First Parish Court get away with the shit that they got away with out of just being ready to have the shit be over with so that I could get my shit and go about my motherfucking business, because I got business to fucking tend to. My time is motherfucking money. JoJo, my time is money. So I let them know that. And I told them that if the state isn't ready to commence a trial on today's date, then I'm going to put in a motion to dismiss, because you have no lawful authority to try to adjudicate this case to begin with. But you see me, I know how to fucking and watch and observe how people motherfucking move before I motherfucking go in like the motherfucking King Cobra and strike that ass with motherfucking venom. Psst. So yeah, I do appreciate Judicial Officer Beevers for how she's handling the matter, and I just let them know there's not going to be another continuance, because you've ran out of options. You're on strike 3 with me. So I was ready to have my motherfucking Reese Witherspoon legally blind Elle Woods moment in court today, and them bitches denied me. They don't want no smoke. They don't want no smoke, Reese Witherspoon. Thank you so much for teaching me. So yeah, with all of that being in mind, check out my boots. Bitch. Like I say, I really don't care to dress up, but when I do dress up, bitch, I look like motherfucking money. I look like gold, bitch. Nobody taught me. Everything that I know, I had to go and learn it for myself. I had to take time out of my personal life to study the law, to know what is and what isn't true and what is fraudulent. So when I got out of the proceeding, I had on my fez. When I stepped out of court, I sat down on the bench to collect my documents and put them into my briefcase. And this guy pulls up to me, Peace Mo, what's up? I see you rocking your fez. Can we share information? Can you spread a little bit of your knowledge my way? I'm gonna tell you like I tell everybody else. Where I am, I'm so far ahead of motherfuckers intellectually that at this point, all I can do is point you into the right direction. I don't have time to sit and teach nobody. If you're not a part of my family, if you're not my wife, if you're not my husband, if you're not my mother, brother, sister, or motherfucking nephew, niece, auntie, or uncle, I don't have time for you. I've moved and I've surpassed that black power bullshit. So yeah, I gave him my information, and if he reaches out to me, I'm going to point him in the direction of the Moorish American Consulate, just like I point everybody else. That is your point of contact with you contacting with me, because I don't have no knowledge to share with you at this point. I'm out for me right now. So thank you all for listening. I'm Michael Leve, Rejean de Marquis Leve, duly commissioned by the Kingdom of Morocco, Washington Nation Ambassador. Signing the fuck out. Love you, family.